Hi, and welcome to What's the T in L&E. I'm Leah.
I'm Emily.
And we are management side employment attorneys with Rogers Vandeventer Black. Today, we are talking about why it's important to give an employee the reason or to tell an employee why you're terminating them.
Yeah, Leah, it's just too often that we hear about employees who are completely surprised that they're being let go. They had no idea what's been coming. A lot of employers struggle to tell employees the true reason, and that should never really be the case. Or they give the employee conflicting reasons, like, well, first it's this, then it's that. This is not Christmas morning with your family. This is not the time to be like, oh, I really love these socks, because you're scared to give an honest review. In an employment situation, especially when you're letting somebody go, not telling them the honest reason about why they're losing their employment has legal implications for you, management.
Yeah, I like to think of it as akin to a professional divorce, right? You ever been broken up with where, they don't tell you why and you're just sitting there festering? I remember getting stood up at the dance in 8th grade.
8th grade?
Yes. Oh man, that's where my trauma comes from. Where I had to ask my friend, ask his friend, because back then we didn't no direct conversation. No. Yeah. And why, and he wouldn't give me a reason. It was just that he didn't want to hurt my feelings. And then it makes you fester. It makes you wonder what else, what could be the reason? My looks, the way I talk, my English presentation, whatever it is. Your employees are going to do the exact same thing, except they're going to be thinking about the comments that were made, inappropriate things that happened, right? Maybe someone commenting about retirement in the workplace, or maybe someone doing an inappropriate sexual joke in the workplace. And these things might come back to haunt you.
Yeah, something that we hear all the time from employers is, but it's an at-will state. And that's true, but equally true is that everybody is a member of certain protected classes. Everyone has inherent characteristics, and when they don't know why they're being let go, most people start to wonder if it's because of one of those characteristics. So be careful relying on, but it's at will.
Yeah, or, oh, it's because I reported a violation of law or something. If you don't give them the reason, they're going to wonder what the reason is. And guess what? It probably won't come back to them. Because if you say, wait, it can't be my performance, right? My reviews were great. I was never put on a PIP. So an employee should never be surprised when they're let go. Make sure there's documentation, performance improvement plans. It's just like working it out with a partner, right? You want to give them an understanding of what's not working out in the relationship before you go to the stage of divorce.
Are we dating coaches now?
Yes. No, disclaimer, Woods Rogers attorneys do not provide dating advice professionally.
But you do need to be on the same page with your other management employees. Everybody needs to understand, kind of actually like in a relationship, why you're doing what you're doing, or it can really come back to bite you. I think actually you had a case out of Florida?
This is a great case, Emily. So this is a case where an employee, Frank Garrett, who's 57 years old and worked for the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice, was terminated, and he filed suit for age discrimination. Well, during the discovery process, it came out that his direct supervisor could not recall why she recommended his termination. So she was asked 71 times and could not recall.
71?
Yes. Oh yeah. And man, that's heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
Imagine being broken up with and someone's like, I didn't care enough. I don't even remember why I broke up with them. And so on top of that, her supervisor said, I think it was because of potential an ineffective relationship with his manager. And then somebody else said, no, I think it's because he was involved in bullying in the workplace. So you had 3 different reasons for terminating him. And guess what? There was no documentation in his personnel file. So none of those things lined up, and the court said, you know what, there's enough here that this could be age discrimination. So with that, make sure an employee's never surprised. Make sure you have documentation.
Make sure everyone's on the same page.
Absolutely. Give an employee the reason why you're letting them go. Same with your significant other.
Come back for more of this next time. What's the tea? We'll talk to you then.